I believed in myself. I can overcome anything I put myself to. And slowly but surely, I chip away. Long story short, I ended up winning the game. Could have given up. It's a throwaway, nothing game anyway. So, like, no reason to really hunker down. But I was just like, heck no, I believe in myself. I can do it. I can overcome anything. And then I chased that moment and I came back and won the game.
Hey, Pat. So we just had some good discussion points earlier on our previous episode about embracing failure and on the lessons that we've learned on how we embrace it and learn and grow from it. And another topic today that we want to talk about is belief in self, right? And this is something that ties into obviously to what we were talking about earlier with mindset. Now we're talking about confidence, but in belief in self, for what I wanted to talk to you and let the audience hear about is where does belief in self or self-belief actually come from for you? Is it something earned through reps? Is it just a decision you make? Is it something you've learned or something that's adapted? But how and what would you describe and where this came from?
Belief in self, I think, stems a little bit from confidence, right? And in our last segment, we talked about confidence is actually something I believe we have from the time we're born. So it's about like nurturing that, right? So belief in self comes from a little bit of just being excited for the opportunity. So in sports, like, soccer, we don't play competitively because we know we're going to win, right? We play because we're excited for the opportunity to compete. And with that, we know we might lose the game. But the belief in self comes from like, hey, I want to take this shot. And I've spent time preparing, spent time practicing, I've spent time failing, I've spent time visualizing this moment, talking with my teammates and getting excited to give it my best shot. And if it goes well, then, victory and celebration. And if it goes poorly, then back to the drawing board. And I'm just going to make myself stronger and grow from that experience. So to me, belief in self is just like embracing the opportunity to give it your best shot, whatever that is.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you, and a lot of the things is, you have the belief in yourself, but you also have to prepare, right? You talked about, hey, in the soccer world, or I tie it into the business world, right? You do go through repetitions, you practice. I'll catch myself sometimes, Pat, talking to the mirror if I'm about to go through a presentation or like a pitch, and some of those things, I would absolutely say you have to do that. And I remember pitching for the first time when we were requesting for one of my early startups, like, hey, I want to go pitch for, you know, fundraising, right? And I remember going in like, oh, I got this other person and is really someone that is of high reputation, high regard. Got nervous, but then like, well, you know what? Got at the door, got a meeting, you know, got it scheduled. I'm gonna come in and just believe in myself and believe in my skills and what I could do because we got here, right? So that's something that you got to step out of your comfort zone. No matter the reps you take, the practice you take, and everything that you've done and all the hard work, you just got to throw it out there, right? And some of the things that, I would say that I went through. But what about you? I mean, how about you personally? What examples can you share? With belief in self, with any stories you could tie into that?
Well, you're right. Preparation is key. And I love that you were talking in the mirror. Self affirmation and visualization goes so far. There's a lot of science behind it. So there's multiple times in the soccer realm where you just believe I can do it. And you go out there and you give it your best shot. And sometimes you do win, sometimes you don't. But one moment that really resonates with me personally is I always remember this moment where I was just playing ping pong with my buddies in our garage in college, and we'd play a bunch. And I was down in this game, 19-2. And if you know about ping pong, you're just playing to 21. But I just felt like I could win this game. I believed in myself. I can overcome anything I put myself to. And slowly but surely, I chip away, chip away, chip away. Long story short, I ended up winning the game, right? And it came from just like I could have given up. I was so close. It's a throwaway, nothing game anyway. So like no reason to really hunker down. But I was just like, heck no, I believe in myself. I can do it. I can overcome anything. And then I chased that moment and I came back and won the game. The funny thing with that story is though that I was in the same situation a week later and I was like, all right, here we go. I believe in myself and I lost the game, but that was okay. It didn't matter whether I won or lost. Like it was exciting. I was like chuckling at myself in the second moment. And I was like, I've done this before. I can do it. And then it didn't come through. And it didn't make me lose any faith in myself. It still just reaffirmed that this is why we play, this is why we compete, because you never know the outcome. But I knew I could do it no matter what. So that was just kind of a fun little anecdote. And self, man, it's the way to go.
Yeah, what belief in self, guys. You have to believe in yourself, and don't have any doubts. You could be nervous, you could be, a little bit anxious, but believe in yourself, and it's all going to fall into place, as Pat has said, as we've shared our examples here. Yeah, no. And next episode, Pat, we'll be covering, preparation, and we'll talk more about that as it ties into against it in this, confidence section, and then, now belief in self. And, again, guys, thanks for listening in onto this. And as always, subscribe, follow us, drop us some comments, direct messages. Pat's available. I'm available. We could give you that one-on-one conversation. So we're not going to pitch you any kind of sheets or decks that you got to read. We'll give you that one-on-one time. So until next time, Pat, on behalf of Pat and myself, thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate you. And believe in yourself, guys. Have a good one.